Hey guys, welcome back. We got another restoration video here for you today. This time from Restoration TV. So with a name like Restoration TV, you know he's got to be a pro. Uh, let's go get through the intro and then we'll come back and check it out. Alright, this one's called Restoration Computer PC Abandoned Old AROCK Antique Computers. And I'm sure he meant ASRock and has a typo there. And he's awfully loose with the term antique on here. But anyways, it looks like he's starting out with a before and after. So let's go ahead and let's check the video out. It looks like quite a difference. I mean, it's grungy as fuck here and looks clean somewhat here. So we start off in his local neighborhood landfill here. It looks like he just found the mother lode here. Which one will it be? Yep, he found his victim. The one right on top that's easiest to access, of course. And she looks a little crusty, alright. Pretty significant rust on here. Looks like a little strategically placed mud on the I/O ports here, and also on the motherboard. I noticed that if he shows it again, if you look on the Southbridge heatsink and on the CPU cooler. Look at all the ants. See that? Holy shit. Bunch of ants right here. Look at them all. That fucker's infested. He don't give a fuck. He's a pro. Restoration TV. Look at all them ants. Holy shit. Yeah, mud on that motherboard does look a little bit suspicious, eh? I mean, if you notice, there's like no mud anywhere else on the case, but there's weird mud on the motherboard and on the I/O ports on the back. Either that or something wild came by and took a shit on it. But I guess to his credit, at least he didn't try to paint the entire case with mud. And we'll just just drop the case on the motherboard because why not? Everything's getting a good hosing off, even though complete motherboard with nothing removed from it. We'll say this though, the guy's got good water pressure, way better than the pressure I got here in the city. Gotta keep dropping that case on that motherboard. He's getting a bubble bath in his ink magic tub. Well, at least at some point he does take the cooler off. I mean, you know, the CPU was left in, the CMOS batteries left in, all the heat sinks were left on. Did not see a blow dryer yet, though. He hasn't taken blow dryer to anything yet. Yeah, it's a lot of bullshit watching him scrub this, though. And, you know, restoration video, you gotta have sanding. And he's attempting to sand the rust off with the sandpaper here, which I don't think is gonna end up working very well. It looked pretty pitted, so he's not gonna sand that rust out of it with the sandpaper. And he's working pretty hard on scrubbing this thing, though. I just don't think that we need to see every minute of it. Alright, the power supply. What magic has he got in store for this? Let's see, just like the case, the power supply doesn't look like it, you know, when I painted it with mud or anything. It just looks like something that would have been sitting outside in the landfill for quite some time. So I haven't really seen anything overly egregious yet on here. But this one may end up being pretty good. And, you know, I guess at least he's got his multimeter out, but he's using it to test a fuse, so we can credit him for that. He's checking his capacitors, but I gotta wonder, does he have any clue what he's looking for when he's testing those? Like here, what the fuck is he testing here? I mean, that's looks like the connections for the power leads. So he desoldered all the wires so that he could paint this with the connectors still in it. And he's soldering these wires back on, but the wires were cut. I don't know. I have no idea what he's doing here. And his soldering skills leave quite a bit to be desired there. And I don't think he has a clue what the fuck he's checking now. It looks good, I guess, when you break out the multimeter and just start touching shit with it. Alright, I hope we're not going to watch him put every single screw back in this power supply. Yeah, it looks that way. Now let's skip ahead here. He didn't paint nothing else, but he painted the back of it over the plug connectors. Alright. Oh, I gotta stop this here. Alright, so he went through the trouble to mask this off so he didn't paint the blue. Alright, so he's got a gap here on his paper. He obviously didn't tape it off correctly, but it probably would have been alright had he gone in this direction with the spray can, but he's spraying this direction so that it's blasting the paint up inside this this gap that you see here, so he's gonna end up with overspray all over this thing. This is like the ultimate no fucks given paint job. Man just paints right over the fucking rust and shit. Doesn't even try to, to even straighten out some of these dents in there. This is like putting turtle wax on a dog turd. It's still a dog turd, just might be a little shinier. And he's painting the speaker wire and the speaker too, because, why the fuck not? I don't know what country all these videos are coming out of, but I don't think, they have the same definition of restoration as we do here. And he just looks like he's just checking random capacitors here. What the fuck is he doing? So his multimeter told him that capacitor needed a little bit more solder on the connections, huh? So his multimeter also told him that MOSFET there needed a little more solder on it too. I don't know what the hell he's doing here. Lifetime. Yep, that's where it goes, buddy. Yeah, look at the paint job. You can see what overspray got up underneath there. Yeah, like I said, no fucks given on this paint job at all. That looks beautiful with the connectors painted and shit. I think he's far looser with the term restoration than he is with the term antique even. Imagine you take an item into somebody to be restored and they give you a product, this quality of a product back in return. I mean, he put more effort into washing the shit than anything. I mean, no effort into you know, fixing it up cosmetically whatsoever. I mean, it probably would have looked better had he just, you know, sanded off the rust, cleaned it up, and then maybe sprayed it with some clear and called it patina. I'm not into that whole patina thing, you know, when people clear coat their car that's, you know, got a layer of rust on it and call it patina. That's not really my thing, but I think in this case it would have looked far better than having this shitty coat of paint on top of rusty ass fucking case. And I'm not knocking anybody that likes patina. That, just so you guys know, 24 pins are for pussies. Real men only need 20. Ooh, Toshiba SSD, Windows 10. I don't know why the fuck is he showing us both connectors on there. That makes no fucking sense. Alright, I suppose it's a finished product looking all beautiful. God, it's gorgeous. Now we get to find out if this masterpiece actually runs. Of course it does. Alright, before we go any further here, I gotta stop this. Take a good look here. Alright. Oh, I want to get to where I can see this a little bit better. Alright, look at the sticker that's on here on the motherboard. Nice black, fresh looking sticker. And looking on this Elna Audio label that's on here. I mean, you see a little bit of wear at the very top of this label, right? One other thing I thought I noticed as well. Yeah, let's go a little bit more, come on. Alright, look at the label on the power supply too, the big white label on the power supply, right? So keep in mind these three things I just noticed right now. Let's go back to, where did you put the whole fucking thing together and show us? Alright, right away you can see the power supply. Here's got the blue label, right? White and blue label. That sticker's missing there. I'm trying to get a better view. Alright. White and blue label on the power supply. No sticker on the motherboard here. Alright, and the motherboard he's fixing up. The top doesn't look so bad on this Elna Audio label here, but look at this edge, the back edge of it here. That's all chewed off. And the only reason I noticed this is because I was trying to read what it said before when he was putting it in there. No sticker. This label's different, and the power supply is different. And look at that. Windows 10 comes right up. Now, if you've ever taken a hard drive from one computer, Windows 10, and put it in another, you know that it goes through this thing where it sets up on the new hardware. And it has none of that. So you've got the, obviously the graphics drivers installed and everything. So, how fortunate was that for him? And there he is showing off his channel and all his work here. So I may have to go through and check out some more of his shit here, because if it's anything like this, he does a pretty good job throughout the video, even though it looks like he's doing a shitty job. Everything's not painted in mud, and things don't look intentionally broken, but you can tell he swaps different parts out at the end. Like I said, the power supply and the motherboard are not the same as the ones that he showed us cleaning and supposedly repairing on here. So yeah, it's bullshit. It's a shitty job. Anything that he did a shitty job on anyway, so I wouldn't let this guy fucking restore a rock. But yeah, he's got almost 30,000 views on this video since December and 3,300 subscribers. So he's not doing as well as the other restoration channels. And I bet you if he went through and started painting mud on everything, he would probably do better. But it's just my observation. But anyways, hope you guys found this interesting. And like I said, if you guys want to see any of these other ones I have on the list, or if you find a restoration video you want me to check out, just let me know. And as always, we'll see you on the next one.